Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's, and I've just made a little arrangement that can either be used indoors or out. I'm really thinking about putting this on my porch. If you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, what you need is a 6-inch terracotta pot and the saucer to go with it. Some foam. I got this at Walmart, and it was very inexpensive. This whole project's really inexpensive. You need some paint. I'm going to be base coating everything with white, and I've got some pineapple yellow and some ivory, and I'm going to use both of these and maybe mix them together. You need a large pom-pom. I think this is a 3-inch. And you need another pom-pom, a little smaller. And you need scrap white foam. You also need some fabric paint. This is 3D fabric paint, and it's called Pink Surprise. And it's a little more intense than Pepto Pink, but I really like this shade. You need scissors, pencil, hot glue gun, and that's about it. And the first thing I'm going to do is take the label off of this, and I'm going to base coat these both in white. And we'll be back when I'm done. Okay, the base coat is on. If you have some rough spots around the edges of this sign, a nail file works just fine. I'm not going to put any paint on the bottom of the pot because I'm going to glue that to the saucer, because I'm not sure if I want this to go outside or not. So we'll be back after it's dry. Okay, I gave the rim of the pot a second coat of white, just the rim, because I'm going to do yellow down here. And I gave the saucer a second coat on the inside. The outside is okay with one. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint that yellow or not, but it got a pretty good coat. So, we'll be back when that dries. Okay, I'm mixing together the pineapple and the ivory, and it's giving me almost a lemon chiffon shade. And I like pastels for Easter. I just always have. And I'm just going to give this sign a couple coats. And after I'm done with this, I may take it outside and give it a good shot of the triple thick clear coat from Krylon. I haven't decided if this is going outside or not. And since this is a 6-inch terracotta pot, it's going to be a pretty decent size. So it may look good on the porch. But we'll be back after I finish the paint on this, and I'm going to put this same color on the bottom part of the pot. Okay, I got the second coats done. So I'm going to set this aside for right now and get rid of the paint. I'm done with that. And now I'm going to glue this to this. And I could use these 6,000, I just don't feel like it. I'm going to put that right in the center. At least I'm going to eyeball it the best I can. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to push down on it. Now, the hole in the center, I'm going to load that up with glue. Okay, I have the toothpicks inserted in there. I'm going to push these together to make them high enough. And it's a little too high, so I think I'm going to get a serrated knife and cut a little bit off. Using an old bread knife, I keep this strictly for my crafting. It goes through foam like crazy. So I'm going to put a bunch of glue on here. Yeah, that's about the right height. I put a bunch of glue on, and I'm going to glue it down into the bottom of the terracotta pot. Okay, now on to the next step, the little sign. Okay, now I'm just going to take a black Sharpie and I'm going to write in some Easter sayings, like bunny trail and bunny kisses. And I'm going to start them off thin, and if I think they need thickened, then I'll thicken them. I think I'll start off with bunny trail. And that being on that super light yellow, I don't even know if it needs thickened. So we'll be back. Okay, there it is, just plain. A couple of them, I don't know if you can see that P were kind of skipped a little bit. I'll be filling that in. And I think I might fill in the capitals, make them just a little bit thicker. Yeah, I like the capitals thickened up. Okay, now we're going to put this in the pot. And I'm just going to make sure it's resting on the pot. Okay, now I'm going to fill this in. I'm not real sure what I'm going to use yet. Hang on. Okay, I got a little sheet moss. So I think I'm just going to tuck this down in here. There's enough room on the sides of the foam. And a little space in the back. And I can fill that in. Okay, I like the way that looks. I cut some of the narcissus that I had gotten at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to poke them around this palette sign. I really like this palette sign, and I really hope that Walmart keeps carrying it. You can use them for so many different holidays. And I'm going to hold off on the last two because now I'm going to make a little bunny. Okay, I drew an ear and a foot. And all I did was sketch it out. Oops. Sketched it out with a pencil. And then tried to cut inside the line. Because for some reason it doesn't want to erase. So I'm going to cut these out and then we're going to assemble the little bunny. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is attach the pom to the big pom-pom. Give him his little tail. And I'm going to set him in the pot so that I can judge where I want these feet. Whoa, that's hot. I say that a lot during my videos. Just try and catch that glue that's dripping. And once it cools, it should be able to just roll off. And if it takes some paint off, you can always repaint. Now the little ears. And I glued it on both sides so it will stick to the pom-pom and the moss. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a second and shake up the fabric paint real well and get started marking his ears and his feet. Okay, I got this all shaken up, and when you use fabric paint, make sure you try it out on a piece of paper to make sure there's no air bubbles. And all I'm going to do is make a big oval. And then give him some little toes. Then repeat the same thing on the other side. And you can play with this because it takes a while to dry. You just move the paint around, you don't even have to add more. Now the only thing I'm going to do is cut these down. And just leaving enough stem for it to hold. Trying very hard not to touch that wet paint. And go put another one over back here. Just to make it a little fuller. But I don't want to cover those words. And I think he's about done. Back up so you can see it a little better. And I hope you like this. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it, and happy creating, everyone.